for Your Music Live, episode 66. Let's do it.
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live.
Y'all, it is that time of the week, time for Your Music Live here on Studio Live today, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. Yes, if you're an independent artist and you're looking to get your music out to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Tidal, to all the places, DistroKid got you hooked up. For less than $20 per year. You can release an unlimited amount of singles, EPs, and album. It's a great deal. And if you use the link there and down in the description, you'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. We're going to crack right on and get into the music here, because if you're new to the show, what we do on this show is we play a bunch of your music and we do it live, hence the name of the show. And we're going to kick off with a tune from someone who has not been on the channel before. It's their YML debut. It's an artist called Blueprints for Headaches, and this is their tune called 17. Let's listen to it live on Your Music Live. What a jam, and what a way to kick off YML episode 66. Yes, that was Blueprints for Headaches, and what they said about that song. I wrote this song a long time ago and recorded it a few years back. Personally, I do not like how it turned out, but that's how I typically play the song. Been working really hard on my songwriting and instrumental ability, though never seemed to improve. This song fell short. We'll produce a better version of it soon. Recording has turned out to be a lot more challenging than I imagined. Hands up who thinks that recording's a lot more challenging than sometimes people think. Yeah, but that's a great song. Like, that was really nice production. The audio was great, the mix was balanced, and the video just took it to the next level. And I know that you are going to want to go and check out that video again, and it will be linked down in the description, because what I do is I do all the work for you. You just have to sit back and listen to the tunes and enjoy, because I put all the links down in the description. So if you miss anything, or if you want to go back and review something, or if you want to watch the whole song and the whole video and support the artist we play here, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to jump back over here to YouTube, because we're going to play a band that we have played before. Now, this band kind of took Your Music Live by storm when we debuted them 2 weeks ago. It's a band called Picturesque, and they say, "Hey Pete, thank you for playing our debut single, Break the Cycle, on one of your previous shows. Your Pakistani alt metal band is back with their sophomore single, Cyanide Rose. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for playing once again." So this is a group out of Pakistan, and they are called Cyanide Rose. They are called Picturesque, and this is a tune of theirs called Cyanide Rose. Let's rock it.
feels for the little make feels for your child. With the eyes full of corpses, their secret will bring us back to life. Telepathic lines. Radioactive drugs for the settlement, working in the mine. Keeping his head over water, sips the poison nectar to survive. Torn and altered, a mess.
There you go. Out of Pakistan, that was Picturesque with Cyanide Rose, a very rockin' tune. And I love the fact that here at Your Music Live, doesn't matter where you are in the world, doesn't matter what genre you're playing, doesn't matter who you are, if you are rocking some epic music, we're going to play it here. Absolutely would make My Chemical Romance jealous. Very, very cool, like the cool chorus there. And there you go, you can check that one out over on YouTube. Jade Star bringing the links there for us. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, really good mix, really good production on that one. And a nice video. I like the video effect on that one too. So all around, as SM Borthwick says, an all-round great tune. Thank you again for sharing. And once again, if you do want to check out the songs that we play here, check them out down in the description. And while you're there, you can check out the link to DistroKid. If you're looking to release your music and you're creating epic music like Picturesque or like Blueprints for Headaches, you can release your music using DistroKid for less than $20 per year. An unlimited amount. It's a kind of ridiculous deal. Speaking of ridiculous deals, Rob Heath is an artist who's ridiculously good. And he's got a song for us this week. Hi, Pete. Hope you're well. I am. And you. I've got a new one for you. It's called King for a Day. Again, as with all my songs, it was recorded in GarageBand on my iPhone 10. The video was a nightmare to make. Stop motion and digital editing. Never again. I am pleased with it, though. Enjoy. Well, we appreciate your efforts here, Rob. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Rob Heath with a brand new tune called King for a Day.
Stop to rest, but before we know, the tortoise and the hare overtook us both. There ain't no luck for southpaws in this right-hand world we live in. Can't you see that we're canvassing? We're banking on a candidate we think will win. We're putting all our eggs in a basket with no handle. So what do you say? I can't give it away. This pitiful place. Be a king for a day. Hey, hey, so what do you say? Be
very cool. Yeah, a really dark track. Really nice arrangement, and I can see and feel how long that would have taken. Anyone that's done any sort of animation at all, you kind of do it once, don't you? And then you're like, never again. But I like it. Yeah, the lyric line is quirky. Yeah, a bit of like an alt rock, bit of a almost a Peter Gabriel kind of vibe in there, and a very, very clever video, definitely out of left field for sure. Good stuff there from Rob Heath. Thank you for sharing with us. Once again, someone else who has shared with us before, and we always love hearing from them, and that is our friends over at Autism Rocks. Yes, the positive autism. And we've got a new original tune here from Danny and Micah. Can we get those jazz hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care? What do they have to say here? Funk it up, new original song. You funk it up, I'll funk you up. Nuff said. Jazz hands. We got some jazz hands here for Danny and Micah over at the Positive Autism. Autism Rocks. And we're about to funk it on up here. Let's take a look and a listen at this one. This one is Funk You Up by Autism Rocks.
Funk it up, I'll fuck you up. You funk it up, I'll fuck you up. Funk it up, I'll fuck you up. You funk it up, I'll fuck you up. Doodle drum, waffle top, bird plop, chicken licking, tub picking, socket sticking, sauce sticking, nose grow, nobody knows, rose hose, just a pose, funky pop, hip shot, chop the top, beat drop. Funkin' up, I'll fuck you up. You funkin' up, I'll fuck you up. Funkin' up, I'll fuck you up. You fucking up, I'll fuck you up. Tickle, watch it trickle, butter ripple, giggle, wiggle, gator cry, the bright light, flip the griddle, sunny side, pork and peas, sweet and meat, get the spaces in between, ugly punk, filthy skunk, put in a third trunk.
Everybody feeling funked up there in the house. That is so cool. I think you've, I don't know, I've always wanted to hear Danny and Micah tackle something a little bit more funky, a little bit more beat driven, and that one is a cracking tune. Yeah, such a cool video too. I know. Can you watch that and not like just start nodding your head and feeling good about yourself? I don't think so. I think that is just funky. And I did have to play that at the 10-minute mark because if YouTube misconstrued any of those words, it would have recategorized this stream. No, very, very cool. Awesome stuff there from Autism Rocks. Thank you for submitting and thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. As you know, sharing is caring, and Sharon is indeed Karen. So if you do like what you see here, not only can you hit the like button, that'll help me and that'll help you, but share. Who are we going to pick on? What about Uncle Dave? Heads up, who's got an Uncle Dave that they could share this with? Uncle Dave is really into GarageBand created rock and music. So they're going to enjoy this next one. Because this is from our friends at Soul Extension. And they're going to say, I'm going to leave it up to the listener to what this song is about. Sometimes I don't know myself where a song comes from and what it means. This one evolved from an acoustic idea into a song as you hear it now. Recorded in GarageBand on my iPad Mini. An iPad Mini user. The new iPad Mini looks pretty delicious, doesn't it? Has anyone seen that thing? Whew, that's got the A15 chip. That's going to fly. That thing's going to take off. Anyway, let's jump in and take a listen to this one. Soul Extension and their tune Gone Wrong here on YML.
Try
just me? Or have we had one of the most awesome, rockinest, coolest starts to YML ever? I know, every week I seem to just be blown away by the quality and by the amazing work that you folks submit. But I don't know, I'm just sitting here going, eventually, surely we're going to run out. But no, it just goes to show you that music is ubiquitous. It is available. It is out there in the universe. And we're going to keep sharing it. We're going to keep doing our thing. Yes, you can subscribe to Soul Extension and check out all of the work that they do over there on the YouTubes. And yeah, as Bubba says there, a lot of work went into those vocals. Speaking of Bubba, I'm gonna play a Bubba tune because Bubba, it's few and far between that Bubba sends me some music, but he sent me a piece of music because Bubba knows something about me, and that is that when I do my admin, because this is a channel, this is a passion, we play a lot of music, but guess what? It's also a business, so I also have to sit down and do some work from time to time. And when I do, I love listening to me some instrumental jams, and this one is one that Bubba sent me just for balancing my checkbook. So I think that's exactly what he said when he sent this one through to me. So we're going to take a listen to it. This is a jam from our friend, the one, the only Bubba. This is called The Following Sunday here on Your Music Live. Just a little taste of what our man Bubba can create. He's always here in the chat. He's a wonderful supporter of this channel. He's a patron, and he knows the sort of vibes that I like. I will be balancing my checkbook to that tune for many weeks to come. And Bubba does a lot of like jam and stuff, and we've heard some of his guitar-based stuff. And maybe in the next week or two we'll play something a bit more funky as well. But I like to hear that because it's the softer side of Bubba, and I like that he sent it to me just for my checkbook balancing. So great stuff. I too am a sucker for some sweet piano tunes just like that one. Let's move on here because we got a whole bunch more tunes to play here today. Let's grab this one from John David Lees. We're going to head over to slaps.com. Slaps.com is by our wonderful sponsors DistroKid. It is their music sharing platform, and we've got quite a few Slaps tunes, and I've got a bit of a Slaps story to tell you in a couple of songs' time, which I think you're going to dig. So let's jump in and grab this one. John says, "Hey Pete, I put this track together about a year ago, co-written with my friend Chris Ross. It's a first draft. I'm not completely sold on the lyrics. Curious to see what everyone else thinks. Please be aware, this one profanity at about 1 minute 43. See how good are the community here? They even let me know when there's a profanity coming on down. So please block your kids' ears and your pets' ears if they're sensitive, and we'll play this tune from John David Lees. It's called Life is Tough.
Life is tough, we struggle on, we persevere, got to stay strong, so listen up, 'cause you don't know what's going on, what route to go. Now I believe life's a journey. Will you find out? My love will make you strong. Now everyone knows this pain will never feel the same again. Our hopes and dreams, our beating hearts get snatched away and torn apart. This life is tough, we struggle on, we persevere, got to stay strong. So listen up, 'cause you don't know what's going on, what route to go.
That's definitely one to continue workshopping for sure. I like it. I dig it. And look, we turned it down just before the F-bomb. Yeah, sort of anxiety ridden. I think so. I think I was going to say it'd be good to sort of, feel it out a little bit more at the start there, but I kind of like the sparseness and the change up that you get there between that when the drums kick in. Those drums sounded really epic. Like I really liked it. So yeah, the overdriven drums absolutely worked a treat. Good stuff. Whew, man, we got some good music being shared here today. Amazing stuff. Thank you all for sharing it. Let's jump over to this one. This is Benjamin Virgo. We're going to jump to SoundCloud, which means hopefully we get some cool Australian ads, because sometimes SoundCloud gives us some kind of comical ads. So we'll see. We didn't get one last time. No ads? No ads here today. So we're going to play a tune from Benjamin Virgo called Destiny. And Benjamin says, made this in GB iOS. Where's my GB crew at? Yeah, GarageBand. It was an experiment in using a bunch of apps. I just bought the iFretless bass, cool, and wanted to use it, use a lot of the virtual features inside of GB. So let's jump over and take a listen to this one. This is Benjamin Virgo with Destiny here on Your Music Live. Benjamin Virgo with Destiny. What a chilled vibe on that one. That's going straight to the checkbook balancing playlist as well. That's going along with Bubba's track. I'm going to be a machine doing my admin this week. Whew. Really good stuff. Yeah, very well mixed, very well arranged, and a lovely bit of chill. Smooth. Yeah, you can't get much smoother than that. That's like silky, buttery smooth, as they say in the biz. All right, very, very cool stuff. We're going to take a listen to someone who. There's a bit of a story to this one. I get an email from someone, and they say, Pete, and I've forgotten who it is. If it was you, can you please let me know? This is a terrible storytelling. But I got an email saying there's an artist that I think you should check out. They're over on Slaps, and their name is KJ Cunningham. and they've got a really cool tune, and you should definitely check it out. So I do. I check out KJ Cunningham over on Slaps, and it's an amazing tune. And then I reach out to them and say, hey, this is an amazing tune. Would you like me to play it on YML? And they say, yes, I would. So that's the story that came here, and I'll try and remember. I'll try and find who actually sent it to me originally, but we're going to give this one a spin here. It is over here on slaps.com, which again is DistroKid's file sharing, music sharing platform. And I'll talk about Slaps and I'll talk about DistroKid after this one, because they are our sponsors and they are responsible for keeping the lights on here. But one of their coolest features that I think is this platform here, slaps.com. And hopefully, once I remember who actually gave me the referral, you'll see that the music discovery that you get with slaps.com is amazing. So let's jump in and take a listen to the tune, and then we'll talk a little more about DistroKid. We need to stop Benjamin's track first. So this is KJ Cunningham with a song featuring her little brother. You can stream it on all the platforms, and it is called 2 a.m. featuring Cole.
Wish my life was easy, like something straight out of a movie. But I know that there's no such thing. So baby, won't you come hold me? I know I get so needy. It's only 'cause I want you to need me. Every second, every hour, just need me. Oh baby, won't you come home? When I'm up thinking, when all the bad seems and dreaming of losing all hope and feelings. When I'm down and alone and I need you most. You're the only one that I needed. You help me from falling to pieces. I need you to come save me at 2 a.m. I know I get so upset. It's all because the thoughts in my head that keep me up 2 hours in the morning. Oh baby, tell me they're worth it. Do I give you enough time? Can you see all the love in my eyes? I try to hide the pain that's inside. Oh, I'm just so glad to call you mine. You're the only one that I'm needing. You help me from falling to pieces. And I can't sleep tonight. I need you by my side. Will you hold me tight? Won't say goodnight. Not until you come save me at 2 a.m. You know I feel lost without you.
Oh, what did I tell you, right? do my community here know me or what? And again, I still can't find who referred that to me, but it is an amazing tune. I'm jumping in, I'm checking out the back catalogue now and finding out what else we've got there. Great energy to this alternative radio ready. For sure. But here's the cool thing. Here's the great thing about slaps.com. So we'll talk a bit about this, because if you're looking to release your music online, you can use DistroKid. For less than $20 per year, you can release an unlimited amount of music. And if we'll take a look over here, you can see that I've taken full advantage of this. Here is all of my music from my latest single, Time McFlyers, right back through all of my albums and EPs to the very first thing I released, which was my EP Recoil, all the way back in 2017. So I've been a DistroKid user and customer for a long time. They really make it easy to release music. But guess what? If you are not quite ready and you just want to start dabbling in the whole releasing and sharing your music, jump on over to slaps.com, because you can find a lot of really cool artists there. And hopefully the story here, despite the fact that I still can't remember who referred me to them, the story here of someone just saying, Pete, you got to go over to Slaps, you got to check out KJ Cunningham. So I came here and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There she is. You got 6 tracks on there. You can jump in here, you can follow her as I'm doing here now. But look at this. You can message them. And so if you're an artist and you're sharing your music here, you could be the next person that someone like me just stumbles over and starts listening to your music and then comes and plays them on a live music show. And then a community here of a heap of people come in and start listening to that music. So to me, that is what this community, and that's what community-based music is all about, is being able to share the love of music. And if you find something that you think really slaps, pun intended, you can share it here on slaps.com. So very, very cool stuff. And there you go. You can indeed use it for free. You don't even have to be a DistroKid member to use slaps.com. I call it the gateway to sharing your songs. And especially if you are participating in Songtember, which we'll talk about a little bit later, you'll definitely want to check out slaps.com. It's a great place to share your music. And we do thank DistroKid once again for sponsoring this show. They are awesome and you are awesome. Speaking of awesome, do you know who uses Slaps and creates awesome music? It is our friend Jay. And Jay has, the energy is not going to slow down here, I swear, because Jay creates some high energy tunes. And if anything that they've created before is anything to go by, this one's going to be no exception. In fact, I know it's not because I've already listened to it. So Jay say, Killer Ink is a new kind of track for me that I've been working on for the past few months. Critical feedback is always appreciated and I hope you enjoy it. So let's jump back over here to slaps.com and listen to this one, Killer Ink from Jay, here on Your Music Live. Never disappointing, right? Whew, that's intense. That's not something to do. I would not be able to do my admin to that one because I'd be too busy banging my head. I'd have a headache by about the 2-minute mark, but in a good way. Oh, absolute class. And I must admit that whenever I see a new song from Jay over on Slaps, I check it out because that's the cool thing. Again, it sounds like it's an advertisement for Slaps, kind of is, but it's actually just a cool platform because I love the fact that you can throw fire on people's tracks so they know what parts you like. You can save it in there, you can share it, and you can even comment. And in fact, it encourages you to comment because you've got to keep your comment to track ratio above 5 here, otherwise you can't release your own music. So if I say something like here, saying this is possibly, I can't even spell, this is possibly the best you've done yet. And that's saying something because Jay creates some amazing tunes. So there you go. See, my comment to track ratio goes up. So it's the social platform that encourages you to be a community member for two-way feedback. Remember, social media is not just about you putting your music out there. It's the two-way. And as you know, if you're around this community, you know that I love the two-way feedback and I love the community aspect that we get here. Oh, all right. We're only 35 minutes in and we are going strong here this week. This is going to be great. Michael, aka Zealand Band, is someone who has been a mainstay of this community for a very long time. And he contributes an amazing array of eclectic music. I always say this, you never quite know what you're going to get with Michael. And he has his very own emoji. So if you're here live in the chat, you know what emoji to put in the chat. It is Michael, aka Zealand Band. And he's got a tune this week called Behind Your Smile on Your Music Live. Man, do we run the gauntlet of different tunes here, different styles, different things going on here. But yes, Michael, aka Zealand Band. That one was a little bit of a lullaby kind of vibe there. I could stick that on and chill out and go to sleep to something like that in a good way, Michael, in a good way. But yeah, really nice there. And the subtleties in exactly. If you're listening to that mix, and I don't know if you're listening on headphones like I am, but yeah, you can just hear a lot of very cool subtleties going on in there. Excellent stuff. I agree. Yes, round of applause, please, for the good. I was going to say the good doctor. No, that's Dr. Zorders. We're talking about Michael, aka Zealand Band, out of Canada. He's Canadian too, which means he's extra cool. I said that. I'm going to embarrass Gary Hubbs here, but and I'm letting the cat out of the bag here. I played. I was on John Kell's podcast. Well, I'm not been on it yet, but we recorded it yesterday, and I was talking about the couple of artists that I was featuring on there. One of them was Gary Hubbs, and I think my opening comment was, Gary Hubbs is Canadian, which means he likes hockey, and therefore he's cool already. So there you go. If you're a Canadian, you're instantly cool in my books. All right, let's grab that next tune here. This is from Aaron Bredlow, and I'm not sure if we played a tune from Aaron here on the show before, but he says, recorded on GarageBand iOS, all music and words written and performed by me, except the GarageBand drums. And the song is about childhood trauma. So we're going to jump in and take a listen to this one here from Aaron Bradlow. It is called 1982, and we're going to listen to it right here, right now, on Your Music Live.
I remember when it all went dark. I remember like yesterday. I remember when it all went dark. I remember like yesterday. Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Was it a dream? Jesus, where were you? Jesus, where were you? Jesus, where were you? Jesus, where were you?
I hear it as well. A little bit of Jesus and Mary Chain, some old school elements, a little bit of 90s kind of grunge vibe, but with some modern twists, and I dig that in a big bad way. Good stuff. Cool song, great guitars, and very intense there. Angst-ridden guitars, perfect for the subject. Absolutely. Again, I'll stop saying how good it is and just keep going and playing the music here. But once again, I am amazed by you. I'm amazed by this community and what you guys share. And every time someone new pops up, up and shares a tune, I'm just like, yeah, okay, welcome to the community. Let's just add to the amazing talent that we have here. And Aaron, it's Breadlaw. So he even put in here, he even gave me the pronunciation there. So he said Aaron Breadlaw, so that I could actually pronounce it correctly. And it looks like we have actually played a tune of his before. There you go. Let's move on to this one. We're going to go over. We've got a Spotify link here. This is TG. They said this song was composed and played fully in GarageBand on my iPad and makes use of some Apple loops, particularly for drums. Drums, please. So let's come over and find this one. And yeah, okay, it's going to let me play it on Spotify. I'm not a Spotify user, so I've only got a basic Spotify plan. So sometimes it doesn't quite let me choose what songs I want to play. But now it has. So let's come in here and take a look at this one. This is Toy Pay from TG, and let's take a listen here on Your Music Live. Come on, Spotify. Turning it down just as we get the synth in there, right? I like it. TG, Toy Pay, and GarageBanders out there in the crowd. You know some of those instruments, and they were used really well there. So excellent stuff there. Great job from TG with 3 E's. I like it. I like the name. TG with 3 E's. And you're good to go. Thank you, by the way. We don't give our moderators enough love here, but we've got Jade here, we've got Thomas Christ, we've got don't know if any of the other mods here in the chat, but yeah, thank you to our moderators. Can we get a round of applause here for the moderators who keep everyone here happy and safe? And yeah, if you do want to submit a song, the instructions are right there. Yeah, all you need to do is submit it there. It's usually around about between a 2 and a 4 week wait, sometimes up to 6 weeks. It depends. That's why we're trying to play catch up. But yeah, I don't know if there are shows where you just come in and you start putting things in the chat and then those songs are played, but that's not how we roll around here. We keep it simple, we keep it fair, we make sure that if you want a song played, you just have to fill in the form, and then we will consider it for a future show. And you can do just what Tony Howie has done here, and he has said, I was trying to create some sort of intro theme for maybe a historical drama or TV series. I love it. I love me some TV theme music. So let's see what we've got here. This is called The Risen, and it's by Tony Howie, and we're going to take a listen to it right now on Your Music Live. would totally line up for this show, right? How good is it? That is excellent. I loved it. I loved the sound at the start. Then the guitar, the percussion was great, but then the guitars that came in were a little bit unexpected, right? Yeah, a little nod to Floyd. I agree. Very, very cool stuff there. Nice jamming and some nice guitars there, and the perfect crash as well. So once again, if you do dig what we're doing here, there's a couple of things you can do. I'm going to just ask you a couple of favors. If you're not already releasing your own music, check out our sponsors at DistroKid. You can save yourself up to 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Hit the like button, because that just tells me and it tells the YouTube robots that you like this show and that other people should come and check it out and share, because sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. So if you want to share this with a relative, with a friend, with a well-wisher, maybe with an enemy, maybe there's someone who you're really not getting along with and you're like, listen to YML, it will soothe your soul, it'll make you feel warm in the cockles, and then maybe you won't be quite such an annoying person to be. I don't know, man. Let's move on here and take a listen to this one. This is from Patrick Clemence, I want to say. And they say, spent almost 2 nights searching for the right guitar solo sound. This song is about a personal, spiritual walk. And thanks to Pete for your precious help with GarageBand. Well, thank you, my friend. Because again, without you, it would just be music live. And we need the you. We need the you're in your music live. So we're going to play this one here. This is Patrick Clemence and a tune called State of Mind here on Your Music Live. That one's going straight to the checkbook playlist, right? Another really cool tune. It's a roller coaster of emotions on Your Music Live here today. We've had a bunch of different genres. We've had some high energy, high impact tunes, and then we've had some amazing chill tunes just like that one. Yeah, soothing and jazzy there. And you can jump over and check out Patrick's YouTube channel to find out a whole bunch more about what's going on over there. And I do encourage you to do that. We're 10 more minutes here, and then we will have our patented toilet break. If you don't know about the toilet break, hang around, you'll find out what goes on there. It's basically just a chance for me to have a break, and I play a song. But we've got a really cool toilet break song for you here today, which I think you're going to super duper enjoy. So hang out for that one. Let's grab a song from the Drag Gurus, shall we? They say, "Hi Pete, I've wanted to write a reggae style tune in GarageBand for quite a while, and I eventually got round to it." So there you go. I don't think we've explored any reggae here yet today, so let's grab a reggae tune here from our friends over at the Drag Gurus. This is a tune called Midnight here on Your Music Live. a little bit dub, a little bit reggae, a lot bit very cool. So yeah, excellent stuff there from Drag Gurus. It's true, they never do disappoint. Dark and atmospheric. Yeah, Weary Pirate said dogging the guitar, but probably digging it too. Very cool. And the bass really does carry that. Exactly. Good stuff. Oh man, we keep getting more and more good tunes, and it's not going to stop because we've got a tune coming up here from our man Heath DeBudio, and this one Keith says the following: this song was written about being obsessed with getting the girl. Me and my good friend Joe Cerisi, take two, got together and wrote this. It was all brought together with Brian Anthony's mixing and mastering. Gotta love it when you have a collaboration. I'm working on a collaborative project at the moment, as many of you know, and it's always fun to get ideas and to get things from other people because, yeah, there's some things that you know, but there's some things that you just can't do and you need some help. So I love it when I hear folks coming together and creating music like this. So this is called Walking My Way. It's our friend Keith DeBudio featuring Joe Cerisi. And yes, I did butcher all of those names. Let's take a listen now on Your Music Live.
I didn't know her, and I never seen her. If it wasn't for that night, she was so friendly, and I was determined to be with this girl for that night. I'm anticipating, there's no time for waiting. She's walking my way, walking my way, walking my way. Never wanna leave without you. Walking my way, she's never gonna give me a chance. Walking my way, there's no waiting till tomorrow. Walking my way, yes, I'm gonna try again.
I had to get you that other little bit of harp in there as well because it's very, very cool stuff. That song takes you on a journey. Here's what I love about that. Like it's a very cool tune, and people are comparing it in there to a lot of different bands. It's got a little Springsteen in there, a little Blues Traveler. But yeah, it's really, really cool stuff. And it takes you. So you listen to that first verse, and you're like, oh, it's a 3-chord Southern rock song. And then it kicks into the chorus and it changes up and you're like, oh, okay, this went in a direction I didn't expect. And then it comes back in, but the variation in the second part, or I guess it's the second verse, it's different from the first. And that's to me what makes a great song. That's what takes a good song and turns it into a great song. So that one is a great song from Keith DeBudio. Stop trying, Pete. Well done anyway. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. And quick reset here. If you're new to the show, if you want to submit a song, use the form down below. It's studiolivetoday.com/YML. It couldn't be easier. There will be a bit of a wait. For instance, Keith submitted that song about 4 weeks ago, and it's finally got played here today. So sometimes we just mix and match, and we get different tunes in each week. So you may have to wait a little while and be patient, but it's cool, man. Life is long, and we have much time. So you can just sit back and wait for your song. And then if you want to listen to all the songs that we've played here today, I link all of those down in the description. So if you're watching on the replay, there's a whole list of tracks and a whole list of links down there. You can go and follow the artists that we play here. And I highly recommend that you do just that and follow folks like our next artist, which is Rick Rowan. And Rick says, I wrote it on guitar and did a much slower, folkier version that I wasn't really crazy about. So I took it to keyboards and jazzed it up. This is only the second song I've done using GarageBand, so I'm still getting the hang of it. Very cool. We love hearing that, and I love hearing that people are creating in GarageBand or with whatever you have. Whatever you've got, whatever you can create with, just use it. is more important that you're creating than the stuff you're using to do the creating. Just keep doing it. So let's take a listen to this one. Rick Rowan and a tune called Come On here on Your Music Live. Right? Exactly. Tap that foot, snap those fingers, and grab a whiskey on the rocks. You're listening to Rick Rowan here on Your Jazz Live. I like it. Like the organ. It kind of reminds me, and this is going to sound bad, it kind of reminds me of elevator music, but in a good way, like more like lounge music, like a jazz lounge where you just, sitting back and I like it. I dig it. Again, very nice organ sound. And if someone was asking, have I ever been Rickrolled? Yeah, people have tried to send me that. People have sent me my own songs for some reason. And people have attempted to Rickroll because they think, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I sent a song and then Pete played the Rick Astley tune? Except that I vet it before I play it. So you have a one single private joke between you and me, and that's it. All right, we're going to play one more tune, and it's our man Colin Stanton. We've played Colin a few times here on the show, and he never disappoints. So for this tune, he says, it's a song that came upon me as the aerosolized army encircled my home, indeed my castle. So it is called the Viral Ember Shuffle, and it sounds interesting. It looks interesting. Let's take a listen to it here, shall we? This is Viral by our man Colin Stanton out of Montreal, Canada, here on Your Music Live. There you go. I know Night Train asking for some vocals there. I know sometimes I sing over instrumentals, but when it's something like that, there's just so much cool guitar going on. I feel I would ruin it if I tried to throw my own vocals in there. Almost like Steve Miller, almost. Very, very cool. A lot of loving the twang going on there. Yeah, definitely go check out Colin Stanton. He's got a diverse but awesome mix of tunes over there on his channel, and works with other artists and and does some cool stuff over there. So I highly suggest that you get on over and check out Patrick Stanton. All right, we've got an interesting one for our toilet break here today. I wanted to play you this tune because this is an artist called Baby Dave, and now I found out about this artist and this video from a podcast that I listen to. It's Ali and Bean. Bean used to be part of Kevin and Bean on K Rock for those in LA, and they do a jams special every Friday where they're like, let's show you some songs that you should check out and listen to. So kind of similar to this, but usually a bit more popular and mainstream. But this one, it just captured my imagination. The first time I listened to it, I'm like, what's going on here? And you're probably going to have that reaction in about 30 seconds. And then I can't stop listening to this song and watching this video. So we are going to jump on in and take a listen to this one. This is the toilet break, so I'm going to take a quick couple of minutes away and leave you in the capable hands of Baby Dave and his tune called Too Shy for Tennis here on Your Music Live.
Yeah. We met outside the Sainsbury's local on the high street at 4:45. We had a chat about dental hygiene. She said prevention is better than cure. Walking up the hill, making conversation. It was going well until she asked the question, would you like to play tennis with me? I said, yeah, maybe, in the hope she wouldn't see that I'm too shy for tennis, too shy for tennis. I'm not ready for that, we've only just met. Too shy for tennis. How do I end this conversation? Quick snap. Anyway.
Grunting, screeching, moaning, screaming, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot going on in professional tennis.
We went to watch an action thriller at the local picture house. We got the bus to the entertainment complex. I can't remember what we talked about. When the film was done, it was still quite early, so we took a walk up to the bowling alley where she said, do you want to go bowling with me? I said, I've got a bad shoulder, it's just too risky, but I'm too shy for bowling, too shy for bowling, too self-conscious for that. I'm sorry, too shy for bowling, her eyes were rolling, well, I guess that is that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, that is ridiculous. Oh, that's just so good. It is ridiculous.
There's not too many guys like Baby Dave, and Too Shy for Tennis there. I hope you enjoyed that one for today's toilet break. Just awesome. And again, you'll listen to that and then you'll just be walking around later and you'll just going, Too Shy for Tennis. Like, why is that song in my head? And then you'll have to come back and listen to it again and again and again. It's had like 12,000 views. I'm pretty sure about 1,000 of those have been me. just listening to it and watching it over and over again because I just can't stop. I'm crazy. Now, if you thought that the first half of YML was amazing, if possible, the second half may even be even better. Apart from the fact that I can't speak, we got some Wolfstone Studio coming up. We got Russ 8889. We got brand new Chandler Brothers, and we've got a tune from this fine young gentleman, Marcus Kinnell, who says a new song produced in iOS GarageBand. I may not have be completely happy with the video, but I hope you can still enjoy the music. I'm sure we'll enjoy the music and the video on this one. So let's give this one a spin. This is some instrumental rock creation number 25. I like it. I like it when people are just like, it's my creation, number 25. And this is instrumental rock. Marcus Kinnell here on Your Music Live. I love that. This is a song that Bill and Ted should have made. Absolutely. Yeah, that was rocking. Yeah, had a bit of that. Our God gave rock and roll to you. Very anthemic rock there from our man Marcus Kinnell, who never disappoints and never fails to bring the awesome when it comes to a rockin' tune just like that. We got. See, I don't even know what Sainsbury's is. Is that like a supermarket chain? But we've got the Brits arguing over what's better. What do you have over there? You got Aldi, you got Sainsbury's, you got Tesco's, you got what's that other one that we don't have here? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going off on that track, but excellent stuff. Some fire there. Isn't that nice? Gene, they stepped away for some virtual FaceTime, baby, with the grandkids. FaceTime B-Day. Is it your birthday, Dawn, or is it their birthday? Let me know. Asda, that was the one I was trying to think of. Thank you, Dave Fox. Asda is the other one. the other four-letter one. Waitroses, there you go. Here we have very unoriginal names. So we've got Coles and Woolworths, which are our two big chains, and here in Adelaide we have Foodland. Legitimately, the supermarket is called Foodland. So I'm just going down to Foodland. Like, we just say it normally, but it just sounds to people that come here from other countries, and even from other states, they're just like, you have a supermarket called Foodland? That's a little bit epic, isn't it? I think so. All right, let's take a tune here from Compulsion Loop, who said, thought I'd share one of my first vocal tracks from around 15 years ago. Loving it. That recorded on my old Yamaha AW2816 mixing desk using Propellerhead's Reason. Oh, the old school Propellerhead Reason. All right. Vocals by an old friend, Danny Doyle, who also co-wrote the lyrics with me. Please play from around 20 seconds to ensure you get the chorus within the 2 minutes. See, people know that I'm just going to cut them off, so they're going to ask me to play it here from the 20-second mark. So this is a Compulsion Loop, and a bit of a classic Compulsion Loop tune here. This one's called Smiling Again, and we're going to play it here on Your Music Live.
are all unpaid. My records lay there all unplayed. For weeks my bed has been unmade. It sucks and I'm still here, but I'm smiling again. I'm getting better, and though I'm still in the tunnel, I can see something up ahead that glows. Well, like a candle in a
Yeah, right. Dido, that's who I was trying to think of as well. Yeah, little Suzanne Vega, a little Dido, and all awesome. Yeah, little Alanis even. Yeah, maybe not quite angsty enough, not quite angry enough for Alanis, but yeah, very, very cool there. From our friend Compulsion Loop, which is Gary, who's here in the chat. And thank you, Gary. Gary, there he is, Gary Chapman, showing my age with reason. Age with Reason. There was an artist called John Farnham who had an album called Age of Reason. I know it is getting late, so I know a few of the folks in the UK and Europe are actually heading off, and I'm probably going to be here just too late. But I'm going to play a Kronk song. He's just left the building, and he's going to watch this. And like a few weeks ago, the same thing happened. He left, and then we played his song. But that's what replays are for. That's what replays are for. That was a song, wasn't it? Back in the day. All right. We've got a song from Kronk Song. Now, if you don't know Mark Kronk Song Lovell, he does the theme song that you hear at the start of every show. So if you're digging on this vibe that we play when we kick off the show,
Your music, your music, your music live.
that is our man Mark Kronk Song Lovell, and he donated that tune, and we've been playing it every week. One day he's going to copyright it, and then he'll get a copyright claim on every episode of YM. Oh no, I just gave him an idea. No, he's a very good dude, and he's shared a song here. He says, "Hi Pete, another garage band song about breaking up. It's not autobiographical as I never had a cat. Not sure what I mean. Listen on." Intriguing, Mark. Intriguing. Let's take this one for a spin. Oops, it's already started because hopefully, if it's about a cat, hopefully we get Lotto Cat. No Lotto Cat ad. Let's take a listen to this one. It is Hey You from Kronk Song here on Your Music Live.
Said I warned you, if you carried on like that, I'd be walking out that door. That would be that. Just don't try to stop me. I made up my mind. I don't really think I mind leaving you behind. Hey you. What are you gonna do? Now it's all over. Hey you. What are you gonna do? Now it's all over. What are you gonna do? She said I gave you a chance, love, but now it's time to move on. She said I'm going to go now. As she stood there on the mat, and then she bent down. She said I'm taking the cat. Hey you, what are you gonna do? Now it's all over. Hey you, what are you gonna do? Now it's all over. What are you gonna do?
Love it, Mark Kronk song Lovell taking us there with Hey You and the 2-minute YML mix. I do love that Mark does that for me. He creates a 2-minute mix of his songs just so that I don't even have to think about where I play it. So yeah, there you go. There's a tip for you. If you want, because sometimes I play between 1 and 2 minutes of a song, but if you like Mark, you're slowly sneaking it in, because that was a 2-minute 27 song. We played the whole thing because Kronk song is cool. I love it a lot. Thank you, and I'm glad you were able to hang around here for a few more minutes and catch your tune live. And if you are enjoying your music live and you want to submit a tune, there's a link. There's a form. It could not be easier. The first thing that you see down there is a wonderful is a link to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, because they keep the lights on. They help us pay the bills around here at Studio Live today, so we thank them greatly. If you want to release your independent music for less than $20 per year, you can do so with Studio Live today, with DistroKid, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan if you use the link up there and down in the description. The other link down there is a link to the form. All you need to do is put your artist name, a link to your song, and a brief description, 1 or 2 sentences, please, about your song, and we will play it. Exactly as our friend Mike Brown has done here. Mike Brown says, Ambition was written by me. I recorded it at Revolver Studios in New Zealand. Ambition is about my life as a person with spina bifida. So this one's pretty special, and I wanted to give this a spin here. It is Mike Brown, Ambition, produced by Astro, and we just need to take it back because it's already auto-played. We'll take it back to the start here. Let's take a listen to this one. Mike Brown on Your Music Live.
Hold up on the visuals, I'm bringing back lyrical. Even finesse to a minimal. Heavy, feeling good in your body and dome. Don't hesitate to move, you know it's good for your soul. I'm here to make you high when you're a little low. Ironically, I'm high from my lows. No feeling from my waist to my toes, but it's all in control. Stop time for the moment, confused with a renard. I'm in the right direction, and this is serious stressing. Limits to my life bothers me. It was a hard road, but I've softened up that bitch called life, so I know I'm getting things done properly. My ambition as a rider, I'm on a mission. You hear me before you see me. Pay attention, I don't use my own tool, but up is where I'm going to. Music's all I need. It's my ambition as a rider. I'm on a mission. You hear me before you see me. Pay attention, I don't use my own tool, but up is where I'm going to. Music's all I need. It's my ambition. They told me never say never. Well, I said it twice. Some people moan about it, but I call it life. You gotta make a few wrongs just to get things right. And I felt lost, still stuck in my head. I stuck my head down. I grabbed a pad and a pen and let it all out. No need of pretend. Time's precious. Never know when my number's called. But while I'm here, I'm giving you this message. Life is my mentor. More than once I learned my lesson.
There you go, Mike Brown. Ambition. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Music is the ultimate because it just shares people's messages, and it's inspirational when you hear something like that and you're like, hey, that's a cool tune. And then you're like, yeah, dude, that's spina bifida and wants to be a writer and is writing these cool tunes. I'm like, okay, that's now next level. That takes it to a whole different level. I love it. Very, very cool. Some nice flow in there. And round of applause there for Mike Brown out of New Zealand. I don't think, we don't have many New Zealanders. We've got, of course, the wonderful Glenn Clark who shares his tunes here. But we're a little bit short on for New Zealanders. So any New Zealanders out there that want to share their music, please do so. Please share it here on Your Music Live. Hey, Pete Johns. This is Chris Harness TV, guitar player of Bloodshot. I submitted the song last week and figured I'd keep it going and submit another. We played the last one a couple of weeks ago. For all those who are struggling, this song is about the opposite of giving up. It's called Give Down. Thanks again for all you do. I love it. I love the concept of the opposite of give up is give down. So yes, we're going to take a listen to this tune from Bloodshot. Trigger warning, we've got if you don't like things going into eyes, trigger warning on the album artwork here because it looks like this. But let's take a listen to this one. This is Bloodshot with Give Down here from their album Speed Bumps on Your Music Live. Yeah, I mean, come on. If you know me, you know that that's exactly the kind of music that I like. That old school driving, heavy distorted guitars, 90s alt rock kind of vibe. Very cool stuff. And you can check out Bloodshot over there. Jade has got the link there over to Song Whip, all of their cool stuff. And that album, the whole album there, if you can get over the creepy image there on the album art, it's a really cool album. And I think if you dig that, you'll dig the album. So go and check it all out. And thank you again to them for submitting. Because again, I've said it before, but it's your music live, not my music live. So if it was my music live, I'd be playing just my music, and that would be really boring. Except I do that. That's called the happy hour. No, no, it's so cool because we have such a diverse range of music that we play here on the show, including this next artist. This is Orchestra Eclipse, and an Orchestra Eclipse cover from a movie that I actually have seen, which is rare. So Orchestra Eclipse says, I did a cover of The Stampede from The Lion King, an iconic scene from the film. I tried to make it more atmospheric than the original. Please play from 1:30. We'll play from 1:30. We'll line it up here. There you go. Oh, it looks like a stampede's happening here over on the artwork. Let's take a listen to this one, The Lion King Stampede, orchestral cover from Orchestra Eclipse. So. Live the king. Right. Long live the king. Hello to Joe and Barry. Glenn, by the way, did you have a good holiday? Yeah, Joe and Barry were off camping and have just gotten back. So I hope you are. Hope you're doing well. Planning a camping trip in the middle of Songtember. That's gutsy. Good stuff. All right, let's play our next tune here. This is from Ron and Jenny Wolfstone. Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studios. Ron and Jenny Wolfstone. Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studios. They say the following. Hi, Pete. This is a project in progress. We wanted to do something different with vocals. Let It Rain on Me Tonight is a YML under 2-minute preview. We would appreciate if you in the community would let us know if this song is worth turning into a full song. So here you go. You have an opportunity to vote on whether Ron and Jenny should continue with this project, and it's under 2 minutes. So we're going to play the whole gosh darn thing because despite the fact that the emoji for the wolf here in YouTube is creepy, Wolfstone Studios are not. So we're going to give this one a spin. This is Let It Rain on Me Tonight, Wolfstone Studio on your Music Live. If this were a lame, cheesy reality TV music show, I would turn my chair around, hit a big X mark or tick mark. I don't know. I don't watch those shows. But yes, that's cool. That's disco vibe. That's like 70s meets like 90s meets 2020s. Yeah, go for it. Do it. And I think Jenny was saying that Ron wants her to sing on that track. Yeah, I can hear that. I love Ron's voice, and I love the harmonies and things there. But it would be cool to have Jenny on lead with Ron like doing some of those harmony BG styles backing. So yes, 100% do it. And no one here in the community is saying no. So I think it has to be done. Good stuff. Well done from the Wolfstone Studio. Alrighty, No More Soul. This is one of our moderators and our friend of the channel, Amarasaya, who uses the artist name No More Soul. Says, hey Pete and everyone in the Studio Live Today community. This is another serious song. This one is about cancel culture. The first bit is from the perspective of someone immersed in the bad behavior of judging others and forming mobs to bully people they deem bad. But then the rest of the song switches to telling that first character they're wrong and that they need to love and forgive. I wrote the song after watching someone get mobbed and bullied off a social platform for one little mistake after months of everyone seemingly loving them. Cancel culture needs to end. Everyone preaches love, so let's learn how to do that. Okay, sorry, this was long. It takes a bit to explain a song like this. On with the show. Yeah. I'll give Aaron Marcia a lead pass because they are a moderator and they have been a good supporter of the channel here for many, many years. So let's give this one a spin. This is No More Soul, and it is The Shadows here on your Music Live.
Shadows shine a light on a monster who knows they've got it all wrong. Push them further when the noise settles and the
Very cool stuff there from No More Soul, and a tune there, The Shadows, which you can take a listen to over on the link that Jade Starr has provided right there in the comments. And we do thank you for submitting. And No More Soul, working on a Songtember song too, I believe, as a lot of people around the community here like it. The vocal quirkiness is working. Yeah, it's very cool. Very artsy good, as Bear says. Totally. Let's move on here. Any fans of Happy Ron? Can you put a big smiley face emoji for anyone who knows of the wonderful Happy Ron and appreciates his work? Because I'm a Happy Ron fan. There, I said it. There's a lot of cool people called Ron. We've got Ron from Wolfstone Studios. We've got Ron Ward from the Indie Music Live. We'll talk about him in a moment too. But Happy Ron makes me happy whenever I see Happy Ron. And he says the following: life is pretty good when you got good-hearted people playing music with you and listening to your music. I agree. I couldn't have said it better myself. So let's take a listen to this one. This is the Good-Hearted People live performance from Happy Ron here on Your Music Live.
So this next song is called The Good-Hearted People. It's my most complicated sing-along song. When I go, life is pretty good, you go, life is pretty good. Life is pretty sweet.
Life is pretty sweet.
Life is pretty fine.
Life is pretty fine.
You can do the hand movements or not. Sometimes I don't trust enough, and sometimes I don't love enough. Don't always remember the names. Sometimes I don't think enough, and sometimes I don't drink enough. I think that is just a shame. But I need to remember just who I am here for, and not think that I need anymore. Life is pretty good. Life is pretty sweet. Life is pretty sweet. Life is pretty fun. When you got the good-hearted people in front of you. Some will just talk too much.
The one and only Happy Ron with the Good-Hearted People there, live performance of that. And then Happy Ron actually performs live with his bass player Paul every Monday night on Facebook and YouTube and all the places. So go and follow Happy Ron, go and subscribe to his channel and check it out, because for me it's Tuesday morning, and it's really cool because on Tuesday mornings I'll usually be walking around and a notification will pop up and it'll be like, hey, Happy Ron is live. And I don't have many notifications on for very many people, trust me. But I do want to always catch Happy Ron when he's playing live, because he brings the fun, he brings the awesome, and he brings the happy. So go and follow Happy Ron. And while we're talking about Rons, what you want to do, I caught this show last night my time, but if you're not familiar with the one and only Ron Ward, you need to, because Ron has done GBU Live, GarageBand Users Live show, for quite a long time, and he now does a second show that's not just GarageBand, but is all sorts of different genres and platforms, and it is called Indie Live. And last night's show was a heap of fun here. Here it is, episode number 14, and with 2 hours, so similar sort of format to this, but Ron is cool because he's a cool dude. He's cooler than I am. So there he is. There's the man. Oh, it's not coming through. Come on, Ron. He's there in a moment. But yeah, trust me, Ron is cool. It won't show me his face. There he is. There's the man. There's Ron Ward. So go and check out Ron's show, because if you like YML, there is a significant chance that you will seriously dig the one and only Ron Ward over there on Indie Live. And a lot of the usual suspects are over there as well. So you'll find some cool music. If you like this show, you'll like that show. Speaking of liking things, I'm bad at segues, but I know that you know that we know that everybody likes a bit of Russ. Russ 8889 or Russ 8889. I think that's what I heard the metalhead hippie call you, Russ. I think that misses the point of the fact that I think you Russ 8889 because of the year 1988, 1989. But anyway, I digress. Russ 8889 / the Delicate Giants. Russ says, "Hello, Pete. I hope you're well. I am. I'm going swimmingly. The opening track from my album Earthworks on all good streaming platforms from our friends at DistroKid, and it's also available on Bandcamp. This album was 8 months in the making, and all profits donated to people who have suffered a stroke. If you like Pink Floyd, you will love this album. 2 Song Timber tracks ready and 1 to go. Many thanks as always, Russ. So we look forward to the Song Timber tracks from Russ, who is using GarageBand for the first time in Songtember. But for now, we of course have to take a listen to The Delicate Giants, Russ's collaboration project with his cousin on guitar, whose name escapes me. Russ, you'll have to let us know in the chat. I'm terrible at this. Who would give me a live show? I don't know what's going on. No. Let's take a listen to this tune. This is Problem Child from The Delicate Giants here on Your Music Live. The wonderful Russ, 89, with his album, his band, The Delicate Giants. The album is available right now, and as you saw from there, the chat, many folks have already dived on in and downloaded, streamed the album, and if you want to hear the whole tune, Russadelic, and get Russadelic with Russ, then you can go and check that out on all of your usual streaming platforms if you want to hear the whole thing. I do highly recommend that you listen to the whole gosh darn album, because it's just that good, and because Russ is a super good dude, as all the benefits there going to stroke victims. If you don't know, Russ lost the use of one side of his body and after having a stroke, and makes epic music. Like, it has not stopped him at all. In fact, if anything, Russ, I'd probably say it's sped you up. It's given you the ability and the motivation to just get stuff done. I almost swore. I almost channeled my inner Russ and swore there that I held it together at the last minute. Good job, and thank you for sharing. Let's move on and grab another tune because we've got a tune from Claret Lake. We're going to jump over to SoundCloud now. We're going to pray for Lotto Cat and see if we can get a cool Australian ad on SoundCloud, but we haven't had any for a while. No, we got no ads. But we're going to play this one from Claret Lake. They say another song written by my brother Andy. It's all about living with OCD and the strange compulsive habits that come with it. The track will feature on our first ever album, Carven Footprint, which will be released through DistroKid soon. It's on SoundCloud, so come on, Lotto Cat, you know what to do. Nice one. There you go. Andy and Sire with a sense of humour there. They know that Lotto Cat's we want him to make an appearance, but no Lotto Cat today. But we are going to give this one a spin. This is Claret Lake and OCD here on Your Music Live. I love it. Good stuff there from Claret Lake. Yes, very nice stuff. It is good. It is more than good. It is great. And it is their tune, OCD. And that's so good. That's cool news. It's so great to see folks like Russ, because I know Russ 8889 and his project, The Delicate Giants. And a lot of people have loved Ross's music for a very long time. So the fact that Russ is now releasing music on DistroKid, the fact that Claret Lake are now releasing music on DistroKid, we heard the new artist, KJ Cunningham, who's releasing music on DistroKid. Everybody's doing it. Why? Because it's just so simple. They make it easy. Our sponsors, DistroKid. Check out the link up there down in the description. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Let's move on and grab another tune here, and we're going to play this one here. This is from One Bit Wonder. And they say, hey Pete, you kindly played a couple of songs by my main project, Tom Villanova. However, here's a track from my electronic side project. The song is titled Soil on Canvas, and it was made 100% on GarageBand on iPad as usual. Thanks and take care. And that's Kimmo from Finland. So yeah, we circumnavigate around the globe. We've gone over to the UK for Russ and Claret Lake, and now we're heading further north, correct? To Finland. See, this is where Pete's failure in geography is going to let him down. But we're going to play this tune anyway. And I love that, One Bit Wonder. What a cool name for an artist. One Bit Wonder. We're going to play this song here now, Soil on Canvas, One Bit Wonder on Your Music Live. How cool is that? One Bit Wonder there with a little ditty called Words. Soil on Canvas. There you go. I agree, Bubba. Yeah, it could have like some real Thomas Craig kind of vocals. Thomas is like, that's how you think I sound. Wait, are we an hour and 45 minutes in? Yes. The last 15 minutes is where I lose the plot. If you've never caught the end of the show, don't go anywhere because Pete tends to lose the plot and it can be a little bit interesting what goes on here. So please do stick around. Giraffe in Finland, I know. Very weird. Was it the Monty Python that had the song Finland, 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 a country where I'd quite like to be? Something like that. All right, let's go. Let's continue on here, shall we? I'm going to play a tune by, I'm pretty sure it's their first time submitting, Moto Strike. They say this is a drum and bass track. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but I hope you like it. Hey, it's cool, and it's got a cool looking cover art here. So there you go. Moto Strike, Evolution. Talking about an evolution. No, nothing like that. By the way, Thomas Christ will be up next. Thomas, if you forgive me for that horrific impersonation of your vocals, if you can throw a link in the chat here right now, because in 10 minutes' time, I'm going to finish up, but the live music goodness doesn't finish up because Thomas Christ will be live straight after the show. So, and Thomas is, as you know, one of our amazing moderators here on the channel. He keeps all of you behaving yourself and playing nicely with each other. So let's take a listen to this one. This is Moto Strike with Evolution. Yeah, how good is that? Oh, Josiah Manley there, his artist Moto Strike and Evolution. Very cool indeed. That reminds me, was anyone into like the demo scene back in the 90s? That reminds me of that. There was music that we created using trackers. I may have been in a demo group. We weren't very good. And I may have created music under the name Star Tracker. But anyway, it reminds me of that. And there was an artist called Purple Motion and Skaven. They were part of a group called the Future Crew. And maybe we'll do that for a future toilet break. We'll go back in time and play some old demo scene mods and S3M files from trackers, because that was the sort of stuff. But yeah, really cool. A little bit of 80s synth pop goodness there and some lovely retro sounds. Yeah, and it's worse than that, Jenny. It was Star Tracker, but it was spelled StarTracker, so that I could be a little extra leet, because that's what I thought was cool. It wasn't cool, but that's what I thought was cool. See? Yeah. All right, we're going to move on because I'm losing the plot entirely here. So let's take a listen to this one. SGS Beat, which is Jazzco Records, who I believe we've had here in the chat. If you're still here, raise your hand, put your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. They have a tune here, and it looks super interesting. They say, "Hi Pete, I enjoy mixing footages that have specific meaning to me, as this one from the movie Akira. Then I try to pull off a song to go with it. Thanks for the opportunity to share this video." We'll take a look. We won't play much because if it's using copyrighted content, we don't want to get ourselves in trouble this close to the end. But we'll take a listen to this. This is SGSB, Jazzco Records with Akira, an instrumental. We'll go back to the start. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live.
SGSB.
Very cool. I like it. Yeah, we've had a couple of sort of Oriental vibes going on tonight. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. Yeah, just the Asian influence going on there, and good. I love it when people do that sort of cool chopping up. Like I don't play much of them, and I don't use them all the time because I do have to be super careful. A lot of the properties don't mind, and they don't cause a fuss, but. Geez, sometimes, as Jade knows from her channel and as others know, you can play something all innocently just trying to play someone's creation, and then they've put in a sound or they've put in a video or something, and it's just, it doesn't work well. I'm going to play a band that I like here, and it's State of Mind, and we play them every couple of weeks. We have to play a bit of State of Mind, and I've been kind of in contact with one of the State of Mind dudes, and I've been like, so you got some new music coming out? And he's like, yeah, we're getting there, we're working on it, so I'm looking forward to new State of Mind, but until we get that, I can't stop playing their songs. And because they're just so cool, they're so old school, they're so 90s, they're so grunge. And before we finish, this is our second to last song. Before we finish off with something pretty special, I wanted to play this one. This is Silence from State of Mind here on Your Music Live.
As the cold wind blows harmfully outside, a homeless nobody cries. All her dreams have died, but we don't see. She had a family, she had a home, 2 children to call home. 10 years today, the wicked world had its way. Now the streets are a home. The TV screams, I hear it, make me please break the silence and climb for her name. The nation's pain is what we've all got to blame. Never criticize, learn to condemn.
Yeah, I know I'm not the only one here that loves themselves some rockin' 90s hard rock grunge vibes, and that is exactly what you get with State of Mind. I've been just listening to their back catalogue and loving it, and just sitting here going, I want them to release new music. I don't care, because their old stuff is cool. It is awesome. So yeah, I wanted to play that one to give you just that burst of energy before we play our final track here. And we got something special. I wanted to hold this off to the end because we wanted to close, because there's a couple of brothers that we're speaking of collaborations earlier in the show and how cool it is to collaborate. Sean and Patrick Chandler are the Chandler brothers, and they create some epic tunes, and this one's a little bit special. So they say, hey Pete, Sean and I have completed our Song Timber project, You're Still You. Our mother Anne has been struggling with dementia for several years now, and we wrote this song to connect with her through music and art as words become more difficult. We are very comfortable sharing such a personal song with the community as we consider you all family. Right? Song Timber has proven to be very enriching, and we are looking forward to enjoying everyone's projects. Thank you so much for the consideration of play. P.S. Sean and I have not had the honour of being this toilet break. Sure would mean a lot to us. Well, no, not only we're not getting you the honour of the toilet break because I want to listen to this. I don't want to play this while I'm not here because I haven't actually heard this. I saw it premiere the other day and I thought, No, I'm not going to catch it. I'm going to play it, and we are going to close YML with it this week. So let's jump in and take a listen and a look at this one. This is the Chandler Brothers, our final tune here on Your Music Live, episode 66, You're Still You.
Sometimes they're better when they're gray, but she keeps on being drawn towards the light. And sometimes, when do you give up the fight? Life's just a puzzle full of pictures.
Not a song that you want to turn down, is it? The amazing Chandler Brothers there with their tune. Amazing stuff. So I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone for contributing today. Thank you so much for being here. You're all awesome. And, you know, I think as the Chandler said there, like, you can share stuff like this here because it is like it's a family, right? It's a family environment. This is a beautiful song. The video is great. The song is great. And yeah, as Jade says there, let the Chandlers know that you love them. Jump over there and check out the YouTube video. Make sure that you throw a like on it, give them a comment, and it's just good. It's just good stuff. So thank you, everyone. Great music, everybody. If you did have some fun, do hit the like button and make sure that you join us over at Thomas Christ, which is happening right now here. Episode number 50 of Thomas Christ Live is happening, so don't miss out on that. I'll be there. Thomas Christ will be there. I'm sure plenty of you will be there too. So thank you again for being here. Thank you to all the artists who contributed their music. I'll be back tomorrow with the happy hour, just playing some requests, having a nice, good old time there. And we'll be back, of course, next week here on Your Music Live. So until next time, we will see you then. Bye for now.
You're still